morning, good night. How are you? Okay. I hope you're doing good. Okay, so here's today we have the story of the Gift of the Magi. I'm trying to complete the story. Okay, but firstly, let me share my screen with you. Now I think you can share my screen. Yes. Okay, and here is now we have the brief summary or the background of the story. Okay, now we have to know who are the characters, okay, what about them, and what is the background, what is the theme or the main idea. So here that's in The Gift of the Magi. She's a short story and written and published in 1905. So here is in the year that's in the O. Henry, the author, he wrote the story. It takes place on Christmas Eve and tells a story about Jim and George Langham. So here that's mean that it takes place that's happen means happens. So it happens on Christmas Eve and tells a story about Jim and Dillingham. So here firstly we try to let me make an update. Um, mm, 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 on the line row, yeah. Okay, so here yes, takes place. Mean, just a minute. Yes, takes place. That's mean happens. So it happens on Christmas Eve and tells the story about Jim and Dillingham. Who are the characters of the story? The story Jim and Zilla Dillingham. Okay, so here they are the characters. So perfect. What about them? Can you tell me about them? What do you know about the characters? Yes, they are poor, young married couple, young married couple who don't have enough money to buy each other Christmas gifts. They couldn't afford their presents. So here that's in gold or gems has a pocket watch, a gold pocket watch. Angela has long hair. Angela has long hair. So here these are two positions. Okay. So here it is in the value positions for them. So now they are poor, but each one of them has something is so precious for him. What does it mean so precious? It's so expensive for him. Okay, so high value for him. So what James has, James has James has gold pocket watch, and Jilla has long hair that follow below her knees. So long hair. Okay, perfect. So now we have the background about the characters and which exactly or when exactly the story is written. So here, after that, um, wait just a minute. Okay, yes. After that, we have here the setting. Great. Okay, try to clear all the drawings. Yes. Now we have the setting. What does mean setting? If we remember together, that's in setting, that's mean time and place. So here we have some important information here about time and place. Place here that takes a place somewhere in New York City. So where is the place? New York City. So wait until we can do this in New York City. Okay, where the Langham couple lived in a shabby second-story flat. So here in the shabby second-story flat, listen where exactly they live. Where exactly they live in New York City. Okay, this is a place. Okay, when the time when Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. Okay. Weather condition. Of course, the Christmas it's already happened, already takes place in the winter. So here is cold. It was winter. Okay, it isn't the weather. What about the social condition? The word social condition was about the social life they have. Okay, so the Gillingham couple was financially struggling. Financially struggling, that mean is so hard or they suffers from shortage of money. They suffer from shortage of money. Okay, so here the social condition. Okay, mood or atmosphere. Mood or atmosphere. What is the mood? Made up of sobs, snuffles, and smiles, with sniffles predominating. With sniffles predominating. So here, what does it mean, soft sniffles? This means he tried to deliver you as a reader that they had a lot of hard situations, and they tried to get in the gift for each other to express about how far they love each other, how far they love each other. So here that's called the mood or the atmosphere. It talks about the general, okay, the general theme of the story. It's in stops, sniffles, that's in hard situations, and smiles that express how far they love each other. Okay, great. I hope to be clear for you, or that be clear for you. Okay, so after that, let's move to another part of the story that's characters. Yes. Now the characters, of course, we already know what does it mean or what about Dilla Dillingham. She's the wife, and Jim Dillingham, she is the husband. Oh, sorry, he is the husband. So what about the last one, Madame Sofronie? Who is Madame Sofronie? Okay, so here is in the hair shop owner. The who she, the hair shop owner, who bought Bella's hair for $20. $20. Okay. So again, who is Madame Sofronie, hair shop owner, who bought Bella's hair for $20? Okay, after that, let's try to get in the summary. So the summary is trying to tell you in briefly, okay, what's in the story. First here we have on Christmas Eve. July. Okay, let's just okay, I think that's better for you now. Yes. On Christmas Eve, Dilla only had $1.87 in savings with which to buy a gift for her husband, James Dylan Young. So here that's in now we have the Christmas Eve, and each one in the world or each one in Western culture for America and Europe, he has to get a gift for his lover. So here that's she tried to get a gift for her husband, but she doesn't have enough money. She only had 1.87 cents. She had counted all the money. She had counted all the money she had thrice, but it was still $1.87. So we see here the word thrice that means she counted the money three times. Why? Why she counted the money three times? Of course, because she couldn't afford it. She couldn't afford. She tried to take in any any precious gift, but of course, how? Okay, she doesn't have any enough money. That's only 1.87 cents. $1 point 87 cents. And so she did what she does. She flopped down on the shabby couch available inside their flat. What does it mean soft flop down? So that means she still cried, okay, and flopped down on their shabby couch. That means she threw her body on the couch. Couch just means sofa. Couch that means sofa, as you see in the picture. As you see in the picture, okay. She threw her body okay on the couch and started to cry, and she was thinking about how to get a present for her husband. Okay, here is times are told James Dillingham Young or Jim. Okay, this is his name is Jim. His nickname is the breadwinner of the family and was being paid $30 per week, but now shrunk to $20 per week. That's mean the word breadwinner. The breadwinner that mean he is the worker or he getting the food, getting the expenses for the family. So he tries to get in the bread and he tries to get in the food expenses for the family. So she isn't work, she doesn't work for Jala. So all the load on a gem. So here that's it, but now shrunk to $20 per week. The word shrunk here does mean reduced. It means reduced. It was barely enough to pay for their small flats as they were financially struggling. As they were financially struggling. Dilla spent a lot of time. Dilla spent a lot of time planning for the best present for her husband. Okay, planning for the best present for her husband. Something fine and rare and sterling. She here that's in she is looking for a fine and a rare and a sterling gift. But how? And she has just $1.87. Something just a little bit near to being worthy of an honor of being owned by Jim. So here that she's looking for a high precious gift, but she doesn't have any money. Okay, or she couldn't afford it. Suddenly, Della got an idea. What's her idea? While about the room, she let her fall. She let her hair fall down to its full length. Its full length, as you see here in the picture, okay, that's in the full length to her knees. So it's one of the two prized decisions. Two prized decisions that mean he has his gold pocket watch and she has uh, a long hair. So it's a perfect long hair. So prized decisions between hair and gem. The other being the gold pocket watch handed down to him from his father. So here the Senshi now is going to sacrifice. Is going to sacrifice. Well, let me sacrifice. Do something especially for the other one. Do something especially for other one. Okay. So here that's in she sacrifice with her hair for only her husband. So it's a gold or silver sacrifice. So here doesn't she handed down? Okay, no. I mean doesn't he handed down or he get it the golden pocket watch to or from his father and from his grandfather. After that here we have moment later, Yella goes down to the street to Madame Sophroni's shop. Madame Sophroni's shop, see she is the shop owner. She is the shop owner who bought the Bella's hair, where the sign reads hair goods all kinds. Hair goods all kinds. That means, as you see here in the sign, Madam Safwani, okay, hair goods of all kinds. Now, as you see in the next part here, there Della sold her hair. Madame Safwani bought her hair for a cold $20. Okay, $20. Okay, after that here, that's in after 2 hours of shopping, after she cut her hair, she go to shopping, okay, I guess she go for shopping. She found what she deemed was the right gift. Deemed was the right gift, that mean it's a perfect gift that's in for her husband, for the golden watch of her husband. Of course, she didn't know what her husband is gonna do. Okay, she didn't know. She just tried to sacrifice with high value prized. Okay, that since she has the long hair, she tried to offer a gift present for her husband. Okay, after 2 hours shopping, okay, of shopping, she found the right gift. What is the right gift? A platinum fob chain. A platinum fob chain. Okay, to replace the old leather straps attached on or to Jim's watch. So here let's replace to the old. That means isn't the old one, leather strap attached to Jim's watch. Here's that's in chain, the last chain or the old chain. But now she got a platinum fob chain, and as you can see in the picture here. It's simple and elegant, and it costed Della $21, but Della sold her hair for $20. But of course, we remember that she has $1.87. So now she joined the dollar to the $20 of Madame Sophronies, okay, and now can fit afford or can afford the platinum pop chain. So here it costs 21, leaving here with 87 cents. Because of course we said before that she has what? She has dollar point 87 cents. Okay. After that, now you can see, as you can see in the picture, now how she cut her hair. Once Dilla had returned home, she used curling irons to try making acceptable new look. She tried to get in something, of course, now it's not better than her long hair, but then she tried to do okay as it's a new look, okay, as she act as a new look. So here that she used the curling irons to give herself a new hairdo or a new look. Redye the coffee. Okay, she tried to redye the coffee with the pork chops ready for frying, then praised that Jim will like her new look. Okay, she hoped Jim liked her new look. After that year, Jim arrived at 7 p.m. When he walked in, he stared at me opening eyes in astonished. Okay, that's in he doesn't believe it. Okay, that's he stared at her. His eyes were fixed upon Dilla, and there was something in the way. Okay, there is something wrong was with Dilla. What's happened? Where's your hair? Okay, what's your new look? Okay, what about you? Okay, he looked here at the word Dilla. Word Dilla, word here is an adjective for Dilla. So here that's in she doesn't look as a good one. No, she looked as worried because she is the first time to cut her hair. Of course, she doesn't a nice or she doesn't have a nice looking. She doesn't have a nice looking. Worried that he displeased that since he was not happy with her appearance. He doesn't like her appearance. Della explained to him that she sold her hair because I couldn't have lived through Christmas without giving you a present. Okay, I love you so much, my husband. Okay, and I want to sacrifice with everything I have. So I sacrifice with my hair or my long hair for getting gifts for you. Okay, the gift of Christmas Eve. Jim seemed blurred. Blurred here, that's mean um, not happy. A moment later, after he snapped out his trance, he embraced Dilla in his arm, and she hugs Dilla. She hugs Dilla. then pulled out the package. Then pulled out the package, okay, from his coat and threw them on the top of the table, telling Dilla not not make any more mistakes, such as what she had recently done. Okay, he asked Dilla, please don't do this again. Don't do this again. Okay, for he would still love her the same. He means that in after you sacrifice with your hair, I'm still love you. And once you don't do this, also I'm still love you. Okay, the same feelings are found. So here that's in our the same feelings he has. So, however, he explained that Dilla would understand the reason why he reached strangely upon seeing her earlier after she unwraps her gift. Now, what does it mean, part? This part here explain Dilla would understand the reason why he reacted strangely. Here, that's mean when I get a gift for you or for anyone, okay, what's his reaction? What's about his reaction? Now you okay, now I love you and it's the Christmas Eve. I try to get a gift for you. After getting gift for you, what's your reaction? Of course happy. Of course so glad. Okay. So here that's in يعني oh, sorry. That's mean that's in you love me more so much because I appreciate your feelings and try to express about my love for you. So try to get a gift for you. But in here, he no, he wasn't happy. He doesn't like her looking. Okay, so here that's it. He explained her that's why reacted strangely. Okay, after she unwraps her gift, after opening the present. Okay, now she unwraps her gift. Now that's mean he told her or he opened his gift for her. After opening the present, she cried out with joy. Joy that means she cried with the sound of funny. So here this and bursted, then bursted into tears. It was the set of expensive fancy combs she had long been wanting. Here, this means as you see in the picture now, she put her hands, okay, on her face because she cried out of joy or out with joy. She cried out that she shout, not shout, but she make a loud voice with joy. Okay, that's an she has or she really like or love his gift. And the gift it was combs. Do you know combs? Nothing like something like brush. Okay, that's in for your hair. Okay, so now his present for hair, it was combs to brush her hair, and hair gift for him, it was a platinum pop chain. A platinum pop chain. So here that's it. Now their their gifts now are useless because Jim get a gift or get a comb that brush her hair after she cut her hair. So now it's in useless, and each one tries to sacrifice with his the high value present. Okay, so here that's it. How could he get into expensive fancy cups? How could he afford it? How? Of course, he sold his golden pocket watch. He was also sold his golden pocket watch. Okay, so Jella gave him a present, holding out the doll precious metal greatly. Okay, she gave him the platinum. Okay, the platinum pop pin. Jim tumbled down the couch. Okay, tumbled down. That means he sat on the couch on the sofa with smile. Okay, and asked Dilla how, or asked Dilla to keep their presents for a while, keep their present for a while, explaining that he had sold his watch to buy Dilla her fancy coat. He was explaining that he had sold his watch. Okay, that's in the watch, that's in she get a platinum fob chain for his watch, and or after he's ready, he sold it. Okay, to buy, why he sold it? To buy her fancy comps. Now, I think, yeah, it's a really nice story. Okay, here is the point of view. Okay, that's in the third point of view. And now we have conflict. Now we have conflict, two kinds of conflicts, external conflict and internal. The external here, the couple are financially struggling. External, that means he's talking about the whole general, okay? The whole story. He means the theme. Of course, they couldn't find or they couldn't afford any present to each other. They are financially struggling. But the internal conflict, that person against circumstances. What does mean circumstances? That means The couple struggles against poverty. The couple struggles against poverty. Okay, person against himself when Della struggles about letting go her only prized possession. What's her possession? Long hair, long hair. And he also sold his gold pocket watch for getting a fancy comb for hair. Okay. The climax. Do you know the climax? Do you remember the climax? Climax here that's in the most point of view. Do you remember the plot? Plot. Plot we have 5 stages of plot. Do you remember? Yeah, okay, that's in X. The number one is exposition. Two, rise of action. Three, climax. Number four, fall in action. Number five, resolution. Okay, so here the climax. The climax of the story was when Jella opened her gift. Okay, Jella opened her gift. We were able to understand why Jim was momentarily in that shock, often feeling or seeing Della hair as he bought her set of combs as a present. So now the most important part of the story, when Jim back from his job, okay, at 7 p.m. and stared at Della, okay, that's in he didn't like her appearance, so it was okay. This is the most important part. Okay, how is reaction? How was reaction? His reaction. After that, we have suspense. Suspense that's in how was Jim able to buy the expensive pumps? How? Okay, and where he didn't, and where did he get money to buy them? Okay, when it was the last turn to give him as a present the watch chain, the watch chain. So here that's in he has sold his golden pocket watch, and on the other side she cut her hair for getting him the gift. Okay, but in Jim also he sold his pocket watch to try to get in hair the fancy combs. So after that, the irony. What does mean the irony? Irony here, as we said before, that's in expectations. Okay, what's your expectations? Okay, contrast with the what happened in the story. Okay, the two main characters bought each other gifts that they cannot use, that now is, or they are useless gifts, despite the sacrifice. Despite the mean, although the sacrifice, each one of them has sacrificed with his golden or with his high precious gift. Okay, so here this is the theme, okay, and the source after that. The theme here is sacrifice. The theme, sacrifice. Each one of them has sacrificed with his high positions. Throughout the whole story, sacrifice played. Sacrifice does mean, what does mean sacrifice? As I said before, that's mean when you do everything or when you do your best, especially for someone else. When you do your best, especially for one or for someone else. Sacrifice played a big role in the couple's life. It started with Della. She sold her hair, even though it's a very precious thing for hair, of course. Each woman, okay, so like her appearance, like her hair, but Della, she had sacrificed with her looking, with her appearance, especially for Jim. And the same goes for Jim when he sold his gold watch just so he could have enough money to buy Della's hair present. That was the fancy box. Love also the theme, of course, the theme sacrifice to show or express about your love. So that's mean one who would need as a great love as Della has for Jim, vice versa. That's mean as Della sold her hair, the same side here or the other side here, Jim sold his open golden watch. Okay, to be able to sacrifice such a precious thing, although that sacrifices made were all in the vain, so as a gift cannot be used. The two doesn't think so. They know now they have or they would both sacrifice their most prized possessions for each other. In the end, they or what they gave to each other was love. That means they now assured about their feelings to each other and knows that they each other love them too much. Okay, and now we have finished. After that, we have the sources here. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, for listening. And I think it's a perfect story we have. Thank you so much, and see you in the class, inshallah. Thank you. Bye bye.